Independent artists, have you ever stopped to actually think about how much money you're spending every month to build your music career? Between networking apps, promotions, booking tools, analytics, and much more, music artists spend anywhere between $150 to $375 every month. It all adds up, and that's why I'm recommending to you Mike, the music industry community. Instead of paying for multiple platforms, Mike brings the music industry together in one place for you to collaborate, connect, discover opportunities, and even grow your career. Stop wasting your money, start saving your time, pay less and play more. Get your free trial now in the description below. This is Off the Record, a radio playlist where I help you discover new artists and new music. I'm here with Joseph Reuben to talk about his latest project, Chasing Ghosts. Dude, how are you doing today?
I'm so good. So happy to be here with you, Isaiah. How are
I
you doing?
know. I'm here. I'm ready to party. I'm gonna go see Spider-Man later today, the new one.
I tried to book some tickets. They're all sold out
No, like literally, I had to
everywhere.
book it a while ago because I'm like, I have to see it before anybody spoils it for me.
Smart, 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 smart.
Well, let's talk about you. I'm really curious who your musical influences were growing up, and not so much like the artists you were discovering, but who was playing music around you. What do you remember them playing?
So I grew up in a house of, I'm one of seven kids. My mom, yeah, we were like, just imagine this, like a bunch of kids screaming, running around, playing bongos on the table. My mom was playing guitar. My dad was playing the bongos. And we were essentially like the Jewish Von Trapp family. It was wild. And so I grew up just hearing songs like literally straight out the womb. I would go and perform shows with my mom when I was like 12 years old. And there was just always music around, like always from, it would range from she'd be playing her own songs that she'd be writing, or like the Beatles playing on, or like some Arabic music in the background. It was just such a wide array of stuff.
That's interesting. Is there a particular performance that you like mentally come back to often, like from those early days?
Great question. I tried to block out those years. Those times did not exist. No, a certain moment. I don't necessarily have a certain moment as a kid that I remember. Yeah, well, you're giving me back some terrible memories. I
So,
remember I must have been about 13 or 14, and I was in an Italian restaurant with my mom, and I was doing like the opening set for her. And I mean, there was like 10 people in the restaurant. And I just remember this guy, this old man, he just had like a grumpy face and he was just covering his ears and
uh,
looking at me. And I just remember, I was like, all right, this is the life of a musician. You better get some balls, Joe, because this is it. And
wow,
that was, yeah. So
that's
that's the standout for me.
that's so interesting. I'm really curious about what it was like putting this project together, and what made you decide to make it a two-part project.
So I didn't actually begin the project thinking I'm making an EP, I'm making an album. I started writing these songs when I was living in LA a couple of years ago, and they felt very honest, the songs. They were super emotional, super vulnerable, and it didn't really feel like the right time to release them 4 years ago, 5 years ago. So I moved back to London when COVID hit, thinking I'd be here maybe for, I don't know, a week or two. And then obviously the world turned upside down. And I started releasing some other music and started playing some cool shows out here in London. And then it just felt like the right time to begin building something that felt really honest. I remember I had these few songs. One of them was Chasing Ghosts, one of them was Mikey Eye. And people kept singing them and kept saying like, when's that song coming out, when's that song coming out? And when the 100th person keeps telling you the same thing, it's like, okay, maybe I should do something about this. And so I then started building out what the Chasing Ghost world would look like. And it was funny because really the art was mirroring my life in a way. I was really chasing these ghosts that I needed to let go of, whether it was people that I was holding on to, or regrets or expectations of myself. And then when I finally kind of started to put those songs together, it was actually supposed to be an album. And then it felt like, because I started the project 7 years ago, I thought, the songs from 7 years ago felt like they all belonged together in the same space. And then I thought, all right, we're going to do a hard chop. This is going to be like the light and the dark. So Chasing Ghosts is actually the light first half, and then the next part, which is currently untitled, will be the second part of the project.
It's really cool. It reminds me a lot of like the recent Bon Iver project, like Sable Fable, whereas for him it's actually in the flip. He like is like I'm closing out this chapter in the dark, and then we're gonna move into the joys with the light. I just
Yes.
love work like that. That's really cool.
Love that.
What is your songwriting process like right now?
I very much go into, for me, songwriting is very, I wish I was one of these artists who's like, oh my God, let's go in the studio and write a fun song. Like, that's not the kind of music I make. I'm like, I got all this, like, all these feelings inside and I need to express it. And so whether that comes out in a big string section or whether that comes out in a really heartfelt ballad or, a darker, more, um, expressive piece of music, it's often, I need something to say. I need to say something. And so, um, right now I'm very much closing the chapter of the last two projects with Chasing Ghosts and then the next EP. And I can't think about too many things at one time. So right now my songwriting process is not writing anything. It's just building up building up my creative well so that when I go, I'm like a rubber band and it's like being pulled so tight that when it goes, it just shoots off.
Yeah, yeah. What has surprised you most about your musical journey so far?
I mean, no one told me that it was going to be so windy. I
No,
wish someone
really.
was I wish someone was gonna say like, Joe, so you think it's gonna be like, okay, we can take a few steps and it's gonna be hard, but I think, okay, let's just keep going up the mountain. No one ever told me you go up the mountain, down into a volcano and come around. I mean, my journey has been a it's been a very windy one. I started out performing, as I said, as a very young kid, and moved to New York when I was 18 from London, playing shows out there with a string quartet. Started really building an audience, and just as I was about to go on tour around the US, my voice was conking out on me, and I had several polyps that I had to get removed, multiple surgeries, and the doctors just kept saying, "Yeah, you may never be able to sing again." And then during that time, whilst I was on voice rest and I literally couldn't talk, I then started composing music for TV, film, theater, ballet, spent a decade doing that. And just feeling like, I need to come back. I need to write something. I need to say this thing.
Yeah,
And then I began that process again during COVID times. That's kind of when I was like, you know what, Joe? There's never going to be a right moment. You just got to go. No one's going to hand you the spotlight and say, hey, you want something to say? It's like, if you want to say something, you got to say it. And so that was the catalyst for me going again. So this is round two.
yeah. What are you hoping audiences take away from the project as a whole?
I hope my listeners feel powerful when they're listening to the music. I hope it can make them feel a little less alone in their experience in the world. I hope they can feel powerful and feel um, like they are the biggest versions of themselves.
That's great. What is a lyric or line from the project that you reflect on often?
Um, I a line that sticks with me is from Chasing Ghosts. I'm chasing ghosts whilst they're screaming out, nothing lasts forever. And it's the moment of when you're in something, both beautiful and both horrible, it's going to pass. It's like this too shall pass. And it's a reminder of all great things have a sell by date and all terrible things have a sell by date. So don't hold on too tight. If you're going through a really difficult moment, don't hold on too tight. Keep holding on, but it's going to be okay. And if things are so good, don't be so cocky and thinking, everything's all good. Like be humble, be
Yeah,
present.
that's great. I have some rapid fires for you. Are you ready?
I'm ready, baby. Let's go.
Okay. Dream collab.
Dream clap. What does that mean?
Dream collab, like an artist you would want to work with.
Dream collab. I
You thought I
heard
said
dream
dream
clap.
clap?
I was like, is this like a new term that like people are using these days? I was like, dream clap, dream collab. Um, do they have to be alive? Um, Bernard Herrmann, who is a composer, one of the greatest composers. He did a lot of the music from a lot of the Hitchcock movies.
Wow. That wouldn't expect that. That's pretty good. Dream venue to play.
I would love to play in Joshua Tree if they made a beautiful big stage in the middle of the desert.
There's actually a venue. that like perfectly reflects this dream of yours. And
Really?
I promise I will find it, the name of it, and I will send it to you.
Is it Red Rocks?
Not Red Rocks.
No.
It's like in between Coachella, like it's in that area.
Dream.
Yeah, we gotta make that happen. If you weren't making music, what would you be doing?
Probably be a stripper or a probably be an artist, a painter,
Oh,
sculptor.
do you paint?
Yeah.
Wow. Wait, have you ever thought of like doing your own cover art like through that
Well,
medium?
I do. I always all of the artwork and all the video stuff I edit, I create all of the artwork myself. So it's very much I think very visually always, but not necessarily. I've never actually painted my own artwork, but maybe.
What is your favorite song to drive to?
Ooh, Basement Jaxx, Good Luck. If you haven't heard it, if you haven't heard it, it's like the biggest, like, fuck you kind of like, I don't know. You just like, it gets you revved up. You just feel like so powerful. You're just like, ah, come on.
I gotta hear that. All right, comfort
Yeah.
movie.
Comfort movie. Um, this might be a bit of a random one, but Inception.
That is pretty random.
Okay, it's not like cozy, but it's like
Yeah.
wholesome and like you feel like amazing.
Like for me, it's Mamma Mia. Like,
Okay. So maybe okay, I'll do a second one. The second one will be Mrs. Doubtfire.
oh, that's a great one. Have you seen the stage
Come on.
show of it?
No, is it good?
It's okay, but it hits home. It has the charm. The music is, but like as a stage show, it's fun to watch. What's a song you wish you wrote?
Hmm. Um, Share, Believe.
That's a good one. That is
That one
really
hits. That song is just. I just started playing it live on a piano, just me, and it's so. It just like gets me feeling everything. It's such a powerful song.
yeah. For me, that feeling I get from Time After Time, Cyndi Lauper. I always
Totally.
forget like how beautiful behind like the pop
Yeah, behind
wall.
the production. Yes.
Yes. Like how simply beautiful those lyrics are.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
And then three words you would use to describe your own music.
Cinematic, nostalgic, vulnerable.
And then bonus question. If this EP was to soundtrack any movie or TV show, what would you want it to soundtrack?
Um, any Luca Guadagnino film. So he did um, I Am Love, Call Me by Your Name. I mean, so many films, but I love his work. He's amazing.
Especially like the soundtracks that pair those two.
So good. The Sufjan Stevens
Yes.
songs, just so good.
Yeah. I love that answer.
They're
All right.
a bit too sad though, but so good.
No, yeah. Yeah, they hit the like the way I describe it, and I use this to describe another artist, but I was like comparing them to. It's like when you're reaching the tail end of the last cigarette you have in your box, and like you really want to hold on to it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Totally. That's a great description. I love that.
I appreciate it. All right, it's time for my favorite question. I asked you to bring three songs from three other artists, and feel free to share with us why you chose these.
Um, One is Superstar by Danny. He's actually my younger brother. He is an amazing artist in his own right. He's about to release his whole new album. It is just so funny, so energetic, so sassy. It's like if Missy Elliott did a collab with, I don't know, like Slim Shady or something. Like it was just mad. Um, and I did a lot of the strings on that, a lot of like Middle Eastern strings. Then the second one would be Los Angeles by my other brother, David King Rubin. And that song just hits home. It describes LA in all its glory and all its, all the not so good parts.
Yeah.
And then third one, um, I Hope You Think of Me by Lily Williams. She is an amazing singer-songwriter. She lives in the US. She actually co-wrote Dinner for One, a song on my EP with me. And she has this like incredibly nostalgic sounding style of songwriting. She's amazing. So you should check her out as well.
How many of your siblings like are have artistic outlets? Like do artistic things and
Oh, yeah. Like most of us. My sister Hadassah is a photographer. She just shot um who's the guy from one of the guys from Euphoria and
Jacob
uh
Elordi?
no Raphael something,
Yeah.
some young hot stud. And and the Heated Rivalries guy,
Wow.
Connor, like she's amazing. She does
Yeah.
like old Hollywood photography style. And then my other sister's a writer, so we all create stuff.
Yeah. That's so cool. Well, Mr. Joseph Rubin, thank you so, so much for coming and gabbing with me today. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. It's so good to chat to you.
All right, everyone, here's my favorite track on Chasing Ghosts. This is Mikey.